Welcome back to my channel. I am coming to you live from an undisclosed location. I'm currently on a travel date with one of my lovely regulars, so I decided to take advantage of the nondescript background while he's at meetings. He's currently at meetings, and I decided to do this quick video before I head over to the spa that he has generously treated me to. Check out my view. Yes. But I don't think it's going to show up in the background because the phone automatically tries to capture just me. But in any case, my name is Vivian, aka Exotic Vivian, and I am the host of the highly rated podcast, The Sexy Escort Guide. Today, we're going to continue the conversation in the freestyling series. And in this video, we're going to be talking about how to conduct yourself while you're out freestyling, specifically while you're at restaurants and bars. Gotta hydrate. Okay, before I get into this video, let me first go ahead and state the disclaimer. Everything I'm saying here is based on my experience, and that's what's worked for me. You don't have to follow them or even listen at all. I'm just sharing what works for me so that maybe some of you can try it and it can work for you as well. And shout out to the ladies that have been sending me DMs telling me that the videos have actually helped them successfully cash out freestyling. This is so amazing to me. I love it. So you see, you just got to follow a few tips and then put your own spin on it. Be confident and you'll be fine. So I'm going to continue to do these videos as long as it helps people. Oh, and of course, if you find value in this video, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe down below. I don't know why people do this on YouTube, but since the YouTubers do it, I'm doing it. Subscribe down below. They usually use two hands. Down below. Anyway, so in all seriousness, please subscribe and like this video if you find value in it. So that way we can grow the channel and I can start monetizing my videos because, while I love to do this for free, I would also like, YouTube to run me some checks. All right, so on to the video. I'm going to talk about how to dress in a different video, but obviously you need to make sure you're dressing for the occasion. You want to blend in wherever you are and not stand out in a bad way. You should be standing out based on how beat your face is and how beautiful you are, not because people are appalled by how you look because you dress inappropriately. So keep that in mind. That's the first thing to keep in mind. Okay, so when you walk in, you need to be walking in with confidence. Let's say it again. You need to be walking in with confidence because people are watching you from the minute you walk in. And find someone to smile at, because I know people always say, oh, walk in and smile. And it just looks weird if you're smiling at no one. To me personally, no one just walks around with a permanent smile on their face, but people do smile at other people. So do that. Walk in with confidence and find someone to smile at. That's something you should definitely do. Oh, are you guys liking my little turban? Giving you Aladdin realness, genie in a bottle. Anyways, back to I'm reading my notes here on my iPad. Back to the rest of the video. Okay, and then when you sit down, you need to position yourself where you would be on display, meaning that you should be visible to everyone entering and leaving that establishment. I think I've mentioned this on previous videos or on the podcast. You don't want to go sit in a corner where no one's going to see you. What is the point of you spending all that time beating your face, putting on the outfit, looking nice, only for you to go sit in a corner somewhere where no one can see you? That makes no sense. So position yourself Of course, if the bar is busy, which it shouldn't be because you're getting there during happy hour or lunchtime when it's not as busy. But yeah, position yourself where everyone entering and leaving can see you. And then sit, take your time. Like you want to look like a lady of leisure. You're never in a rush. Take your time with everything. Looking at the menu, sitting down, getting situated. Ask your bartender what he or she recommends. Flirt with them. That's how you're going to look like the, lively person that you want your potential to see you as. If you're sitting next to a guy who you think is potential, ask him what he recommends, what he's having. Oh, do you come here a lot? What do you normally get? You know, or if you see he's already eating something, go, that looks so good, and in a sensual way, and have his brain churning like, ooh, this girl clearly wants to jump on my dick. But yes, flirt. Take your time, ask questions, like take your time. Even Passport Cuddy mentioned this in her book too. Take your time when you're ordering your food. Don't rush through anything because people usually watch you for a while before they finally approach. So take your time, order your appetizer first. Me personally, when I'm having lunch, I tend not to drink but of course if a guy buys me a drink, I'm going to drink, but I tend to just eat my food, but I eat very slowly while chatting up the bartender and, people around me if there's anyone around me. During happy hour, of course, I will get a drink. So it all depends. Stay off your phone, please. I see this all the time. Girls are constantly on their phone. Guys are constantly on their phone. It's like, damn, do you have social skills or not? Like, it looks like you have no social skills if you're constantly on your phone browsing. And it looks like, oh, you have no confidence, so you're trying to be on your phone, looking on Instagram. It doesn't look good. Plus, the guy might feel like he's interrupting you and you're basically telling people to stay away. So you're repelling people if you're constantly on your phone. It looks like you're, on an important phone call and they don't want to interrupt your time. So stay off your phone. Like I said, talk to the bartender. This is your time to practice your social skills. Talk to everyone around you. Unless the place is dead, which if the place is dead, you probably shouldn't sit there unless it looks awkward. But yeah, talk to everyone. Stay off your phone. And then when you finally get that guy that comes up to you, buys you a drink, pays your, for something, buys you a drink, do not make the habit of letting that one guy take up all your time. I just had this experience freestyling with a colleague where she basically was engulfed with this guy the whole night. And there were plenty of guys around coming up to me, chatting up with me. I'm talking to different people where she's just on this one guy. I mean, I told her later on that that's not the sauce, but yeah. Do not make the habit of letting one guy take up your time. Just because he bought you a drink does not mean you're obligated to chat with him all night. Of course, if he picks up your entire tab or suggests that you go to another posh place, bonus points if it's members only, then he actually has money. Then yes, feel free to hang out with him longer. But if it's just some Joe Blow, and as you do this more often, you'll know how to read people and pick up on signs to see if a guy actually has it or not. But if he just buys you one drink and then he's chatting up your ear and not trying to do anything else, don't, just excuse yourself. Like if he buys your tab and suggests you go to a posh place, members only, and you can see the money is there, then feel free to hang out with him. But still have in the back of your mind when it's time to leave. You want to leave him wanting more anyway. You don't want to just spend all your time with him. You need to look like you have a life, like you have options, and you're not desperate. And again, you want to leave him wanting more. Like even I believe Michaela Pink said this in one of her videos, that where she's talking to a guy and she sees that he's super excited and just like into her. She'll excuse herself and go to the bathroom, and he's like, what? And that really rattles them. So you need to have in the back of your mind when it's time to leave. Oh, I have an early morning or whatever the fuck. So keep that in mind. You can simply, like I said, Michaela said, excuse yourself and go to the bathroom and then sit somewhere else if you feel like there's other guys there or whatever. Or you can leave that venue altogether. Like, bounce around. You don't need to, but I can bounce around in the same place and still be fine. If the guy is really about that life, he will pursue you and do something more. But don't spend all your time with just one guy because he bought you a drink. And I'm gonna give you a quick story time. So I went freestyling with my girlfriend, like I mentioned, that she was enthralled with this one guy. And some guy comes up to me at the bar, and he's like, "Oh my God, you're so good looking." He was visibly drunk. And I'm like, man. And he's talking about how, he wants to take me shopping. He wants to do this, this, and this. And this was already like around maybe 8 or 9 because we went to the boat show. And I'm like, damn, nothing's open. Like, this is why you need to go out freestyling during the day, because you can hit a lick real quick. Because if that was daytime, I would have gotten him to take me shopping, because I basically was just like, oh God, this guy's drunk. There's nothing really I can do with him but spend his money. And he's like, can I buy you something? I want to buy you a bottle or whatever you want. So I picked out a bottle of champagne, even though I was already kind of getting drunk and I wasn't going to finish it. But hey, the money was there to be spent, so why not? And we exchanged details, and he texted me later. So we'll see how that goes once he sobers up. But he's like bi-coastal. Well, not bi-coastal, but he lives in here. He has a home in Florida, and he has a home up north. So we're going to try to figure that out and see if he's, because the money is there, but we need to see if he's serious, But yeah, so daytime, do not sleep on daytime, because you can get a guy to do a lot more because shit is open, stores are open. Because I could have literally called his bluff. I'll be like, okay, you want to take me shopping? Let's go. Let's go here. And he would have had to, whatever. But anyway, so that's my little story time. Know your limits. Oh my God. Speaking of drunk alcoholics. Know your limits when it comes to alcohol. Please. Guys know that alcohol lowers your inhibitions, so they will continue to buy you drinks, hoping that you will have a lapse in judgment and go home with them. You do not want to wake up the next day not remembering what happened or regretting sleeping with a complete stranger with nothing to show for it. We're not those types of ladies. We are classy ladies who get paid. So know your alcohol limits. There's some girls that'll drink 1-2 drinks, they're wasted. So if that's you, you need to be drinking lots of water in between and saying no to shots and saying no sometimes, or take your time finishing your one drink because you know that you get drunk fast. Know yourself, because it's not a good look being that drunk girl at the bar with no friends there to help her, or even if her friends are there. You just look bad being drunk as hell at the bar. It just doesn't look good. Falling down, exposing yourself. You don't want to be that girl. No. And then remember, folks, this is a numbers game. The more men you chat with, the better your chances are of meeting your boyfriend who will spend on you. The more often you go out to quality places, the higher your chances are of meeting a quality man that will support you. So don't go out one night and maybe you didn't do anything or you didn't catch anything, which again, remember, long-term play. This is not a short-term game, long-term. Don't go out one night and maybe you didn't have a successful night meeting anyone, which it can happen, and then you just quit. No, you need to have a strategy. You need to have the places you're going every week. Like me now, season's coming. This is November. Towards the end of this month, after Thanksgiving, season will be in full swing. I already have my spots in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and Palm Beach that I plan on frequenting. And I plan on going out at least 3 to 4 times a week, depending on how busy my work schedule is. So, and it doesn't have to be always getting dolled up. I mean, just if any, just keep in mind, stay away from nighttime stuff if you can. Like, give yourself a challenge to go out at least 2 days a week during the day or happy hour, because we don't want to be out all night anyway with drunk ass people if we're not getting paid. Like, I get paid to go on nighttime dates, so I don't have to do the whole going out at night unless I feel like it. But remember, daytime and happy hour, and have your strategy, know where you're going, map it out. Like, I already have my shit mapped out. I'm so excited. And also remember that you don't have to go with someone else. Like, when I found my big fish, usually is when I'm by myself. I mean, I've found some guys when I was out with other people, but usually is when I'm by myself. And I've talked to other ladies too, colleagues, and they say the same thing. They caught something while they were out by themselves. So keep that in mind. And it's a numbers game. So don't get discouraged, but do not stay at home, because you're not going to find him at home. You have to go outside. But that's about it. If you have any more tips, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. If you have any questions, you can ask them under this video on the show's Patreon page, patreon.com/TSEGP. It's only $1 a month to join. And you can ask me whatever you want. Like, even the last video I did about places to freestyle, like, I told ladies to drop their zip code and I'll give them a couple of places they could go. A lot of ladies did that, and they've been trying these places out. So the Patreon group is actually, or the Patreon page is actually pretty helpful. And, it helps me with admin stuff, keeping up the website, doing stuff with the podcast. So I appreciate your support, of course. But now I am off to the spa, where I'm getting a lovely 90-minute relaxing massage and a much needed facial. So let's chat later. Bye-bye.